Hi, my name is Joshua Dennis, and I'm the Republican candidate for Livingston County Coroner. Today I'd like to visit with you a little bit about why I chose to run for the office of Coroner in Livingston County. I've been asked many times why I decided to run for the position of County Coroner, and today I'm going to share with you why I made that decision, along with my vision of what the coroner's position should look like within our community. First and foremost, I believe there's a conflict of interest when the current county coroner's office is being ran out of a funeral home, and more importantly, a funeral home that the current county coroner owns. The integrity of this position is being greatly affected by motivating factors when taking on both the role as the coroner and the funeral home owner. That is why the coroner's office should be completely separate from any funeral home or person who potentially has the opportunity for financial gain. Through shared experiences, along with my own personal experience, I can honestly say it is simply unfair and not morally acceptable to have this position be held by an owner of a funeral home. To put this as plainly as possible, if you have just lost a loved one and the current coroner services are required, you have to look them in the face and tell them that you either want to use their funeral home or another funeral home. This is a difficult thing for many people to do, and I have every intent of making sure people of this county can make this decision in their own way, in their own time, and without prejudice. So that leads me to share how I believe that the office of coroner should be its own entity, separate from any funeral home that would have an advantage for financial gain with any coroner call. People sometimes need time to make informed decisions about their loved ones. Sometimes family members need to be contacted, and nobody needs to be rushed into a decision. Having the office separate from a funeral home gives people that time they need. In other words, if they do not know for sure what they want to do, the deceased loved one can remain in the care of the coroner, separate from any funeral home. This currently does not happen. If someone is undecided, then the deceased person is going to the current coroner's funeral home, and I think you can see why this is highly unethical for the people of this county. Therefore, if elected, I intend on providing all the information that is available for families at the coroner's office. As a Christ-centered office, all businesses and services will be allowed to display information, including grief share programs. This will let families make an informed decision in their own time. I have several options for where the office could potentially be located that will be ready to go day one if elected. The coroner's office would be set up with a conference room, office, garage, and an appropriate place to keep your loved one until you've had the time to make a decision, as well as for any other circumstantial reasons the coroner would need to perform his duties. For example, if an autopsy is necessary, the county coroner does not perform autopsies himself and is not licensed to do so. Therefore, they are done elsewhere by a licensed pathologist or medical examiner, and for this is the reason the county coroner might need to keep your loved one prior to them going to any funeral home. With all of this, some of you may be asking, is this going to cost the county more money? So I want you to know, if I'm elected, there will be changes. And I have established a commitment for equipment and other supplies to be donated in order to have an independent office for the coroner from people who support this change. I want the taxpayers' money to be spent fully for only the coroner's office, and having an independent office helps ensure that that happens. All I'm wanting to do is what is right and just for every single citizen of Livingston County. The conflict of interest should be eliminated, and the citizens of Livingston County deserve a coroner's office that is ethical, fair, and separate. I would appreciate your continued support in the August primary and the November 3rd general election. Please remember, we stand for compassion, caring, and integrity, and God bless.